What's up, everybody? This is Street a lot here, guys, with another video. We'll be doing the offensive tank guide for today. I know you guys liked the last video I made of the defensive tank. I think it was like the general tank, the meta tank build. Now let's talk about the offensive tanks in this current patch of Traha Global. So it's gonna be a really quick video. Actually, it's not a really quick video, but you know. I'll be in detail with every build I make right now. So currently this is a build from my teammate, from the top one, from the rankings, and from what I've gathered and what I've tried against different classes. But mainly I tried this against the great sword, and it is really effective. It depends on the CP though, so you know, and RNG. So this build, we're gonna call it the RNG hammer build. So let's talk about the skills. So the RNG hammer skills consist of the rush skill, basic skills, the earth shock. It just deals a lot of damage, and of course the main skill of this build is the crusade. So the crusade is it requires a lot of courage, because when you use it, it consumes 100% of your courage. So you need a lot of sources of courage recovery. So we got that from the rush, we got that from the earth shock. And surprisingly, the wall, it has been very effective for me because it heals me when I need to be healed, and it also gives me courage whenever I do the counter attack. So whenever you get attacked, this thing activates. So when you need courage recovery, you can just use this to gain more courage. So mainly your damage will be coming from the crusade and the condemn, but we're talking about the RNG hammer here. So the RNG hammer, the random number generated hammer. Why is that? Because this thing refreshes. So you got like 40% chance to recover courage and lets you use the skill once more. So this thing can proc this 6 times. I have activated this passive 6 times consecutively in a PvP and also in a dungeon. It has great damage. It also has a ridiculous knockdown chain, which is really good. But the main damage of all, the surprising thing that does damage, is the condemn. This condemn skill just does a lot of damage. If you can imagine how much damage this could do. It's not even the flare it does damage. This first skill, when you hit the excellent on this thing just hits like a truck. So don't skip this skill. This is really amazing. It is a burst skill. On the skills, I use the repress as my special passive. So this thing has great damage output for my skills, especially that I don't rely on attack speed anymore. So this is a really good skill to get, especially if you use the courage or what skill was that? The crusade skill. Yeah, so it's really amazing, that skill. And you got the impenetrable for defense. Of course, you also need defense. You still need to be to have some defense somehow, and you also need the block mastery. The block is just amazing. It just makes it more tanky than ever. All right. So let's talk about the passives. The core traits. Let's go for the core traits. So the core traits. This is my core traits here. My good friend of mine, Chirby, told me not to get anything from here because you don't really need. I don't do DOT. I don't do back damage, and of course the even attack or the night attack is really time dependent, because you only gain like 1/4 of the passive during the day, and when it's nighttime you get like the full passive, the full damage. So I suggest don't take this. Just put it on the crit penetration and also the crit accuracy. It really depends on you guys. But I put on defense here, regeneration and max XP. Why did I put that there? The more HP I have, the better that my heals go for this skill here, because this is it depends on your max HP. It heals you for 3 times. So it heals me for like 5,000 for 3 times, so it's like 15,000 heal. So that's really a good heal, a good recovery. At least you can recover. At least there's some HP coming back to you, right? So for the core traits, this is it. The profession. The profession here, I can't really skip this part here because, you know, I have to get it. So, you know, regardless of that, get this skill. it might be useful somehow, but I don't really. If I could skip it, I would skip it, but I can't. So use skill attack. Every skill right now, I just realized skill attack is like the most best damage of all, except for the normal attack, the base attack. If you're like a great sword with a basic attack speed attack build, but yeah, just get this here skill attack. I put here. Question: why didn't you put any in the brilliance? The brilliance is good if you're like going for full damage, but we're going for like a little bit tanky, a little bit survivability, so that's why we put it on the defense. So I don't put any on the brilliance. I think the brilliance is just a lot of people tell me it's good, but I don't really use it. As for the cards here is just that damage. I have block chance for the survivability, but mostly I put the Cilio, I put Peron there for crit damage, I put Roar Bear and Crapper for damage, and of course Trap for the crit damage, which I needed really badly. So you can also adjust this for your liking. If you like more crit damage, you can put attack speed. Yeah, your choice, but this is entirely the spirit deck build. For the companion, doesn't really matter. Just use whatever. What I use generally when it's clan war, I use Bramble, but when I use Lumina for most part. For the pets, you can use the Tribo or the Shushu. So it depends on you guys. All right, so you lot some gameplay. All right, we're gonna pull up some gameplay. All right. This is a gameplay from our war yesterday. So I'll be showcasing this one here. Let's show this one. Right. So it came from the war yesterday. So the build that I used here was the offensive build. So what is useful here, or the pros and cons here? The cons here, you can do heck of a lot of damage, especially when you land that third skill, that SS there, the last skill, the condemn. When you land it, you can burst someone really fast. But for group fights, this thing is I do not recommend it if you're not really good with dodging or like timing your skills right, because for me still use staff or bow for DPS, man. I don't find like melee characters really effective in war, because if you dive in there, you die. If you don't have like tank skills, you die like this one. So you have to be really reliant to your healers in this patch or our build. Sorry. So look at me here. I'm just smashing people, hitting them, assisting them. The debuff from the second skill is really useful. Once I use look at that. The crusade skill just refreshes. The RNG hammer, once it refreshes and it hits and hits and hits if it lets you. All right, here we're moving here. Okay, there's a lot of people here, so I think we get pushed off here. I think. Look at that. See the damage on that. So yeah, we're just moving around here for a little bit. Yeah, but basically this is the build. I want to show you guys the 1v1. So all right, the pros and cons. If you use this build on like group fights, please make sure you have placement. Please make sure you know how to get in and get out, because if you don't, if you get in and they die, you're not doing damage, you're not doing your group a favor. So I suggest stick with the tank, but if you want to use this for GVGs, and if you're really good at it, then go ahead, man. I don't mind. But in 3v3 and 1v1, this thing is really great for 1v1. So I'm gonna show you the duel that we did the other day. I think this was it. We're gonna skip ahead on the video. I was doing dailies here. Where is it? The duels. We did a duel somewhere. I was doing my dailies this week, this time. Where is it? Oh fuck! Well, I'm looking for it. So this is the normal tank build. So I'm engaging far. This is our champion from our last battle pass giveaway. So he was our champion. I'll showcase you guys the 1v1 here. So what time is it? 16. Let's go ahead and go to 14. All right. All right. So the 1v1. Yeah, here we go. So this is the showcase for a 1v1. So far, he's 83,000, I think, CP, and I'm like 80k here. Almost 81, 80k. So we're fight here. I start out with a fight. I start with getting more courage so that I could refresh, but I didn't get the refresh. I hit him. I failed. So if you fail, you're condemned. That's gonna be a problem because you gotta hit it excellent. Because once you hit it excellent, it will do damage, a lot of damage for you. So in this fight, I think I lose. That's because I didn't drop it right, but I had a fight here where I won. So let's go to the part where I won, and I did it excellently. So if you do it perfectly, land it with the condemn, land it properly, well, you know, you're gonna have a good time, man. The damage is great. So here we go. I think I dropped it right here. So I slammed that here. Excellent. There we go. Just look at that. HP melted, man. So you just focus on dropping your skills. Don't focus. They're doing the GS or the Great Sword is doing his things. Like it's just massacring you with attack speed and normal attack. But don't worry. Just focus on doing damage. Just focus on landing your skills. Because once you land everything, you're gonna win. So I think I won here. Yeah, I won. So that's what's good with this build. The main burst damage that is really surprising. Look at that, 83k. Is the condemn. The condemn is really amazing. I highly suggest you guys to use that. There's also like a quick duel here where I use the reflect build, I think. So if you guys want to see the reflect build, okay, let me showcase the reflect build as well. This is the attack speed, by the way. It really sucks. So if you guys want to use, there's another build I want to show you guys. So there's the attack speed build, which is this one. What is that? There we go. So the attack speed build, it's pretty much the same for the skill. The only thing that changed is I have threat now with the attack speed increase, and also I have the onslaught with the smash, or you can use the judgment if you like. But I think I suggest use the judgment because judgment has better damage than the smash. But what I used on that fight was this thing is still the same. The only difference is that I use lightning speed. For the core traits, if you want to use this build real bad, the only thing you need to change, I have to remove that. Only thing you need to change is this, the attack speed. Put it down here. Right. Only this. The only thing that's different is this one. Just switched over to attack speed. Pretty much everything is the same, but this thing is an attack speed build. I don't really like it. I find it hard to land. I find it hard to pull off because you get hit and then you get knocked down a lot in this, and you can't even land it properly. So that's why I don't use it, you know. But that's the attack speed build. I lost in that fight. If you guys want to see it, I lost that fight, so I don't really like it. Yeah, see that? I lost it. But I was gonna change to another build here, which is the reflect build. I'm gonna show you in a second. Mainly I'll go in detail with the offensive, the RNG hammer build. I'm changing to like this is the reflect build. Like yeah, this is the one. All right. So watch my skills here. This is all my skills. I'm changing it to reflect. I'm changing this one. I put it there. This one you use the bash. If we go back there, if you use the bash skill, this is mainly the let's pause it here. So this is the passives, guys. All right, so take note of this. I I take impenetrable. I take the thorns, and I still have the moxie because the moxie gives you like damage reduction, so it's really good. And yeah, I'm pretty much the other passive, which is the one that stacks up defense. I'll put it on detail here. The one that stacks defense, sir. What's that? This one. So this is the, what is this? What I put is that one there, and I put reflect on this, and then the passive I put this one here. So this is just still armor. Here we go. So the cards is the same for defense. This is just like my general tanking build, I think, or the spirits. Spirits here, the pets don't really matter. The companion or the summons familiars. It really depends on, you know, the situation. If you need more defense, you use this. If you need more heals, you use the Lumina. If you need like debuff from their healing, you use the Bramble. Depends on you. No, it really depends on you. But let's look at the fight that we did there. I think we did some fights. I think I asked him for duel here. So this is the reflect. This is how powerful the reflect is. Especially in group fights, you can just, you know, segregate damage while you're getting damage. Here we go. So we fight. I start off with the shield, and then I hit him because I need courage. And then the third skill here is your main damage. The third skill is your main damage and also your last skill. So once he keeps hitting me, just make sure he hits you. All right, so you get reflect back. And then if you can hold your the D skill or the wall for like 3 seconds or 2, that's really good. That will be good. All right, here we go. Look at this. I pull back. See that? I pull back. The reason why I pull back, because I want him to miss me so I could get more healing and then, you know, go back in there and fight him again. Hit him there. Look at that. He just melted. Oh, that's how powerful the reflect. It doesn't work all the time. And in Clan Wars, you can use this build if you're a tank. In 1v1s, I find it hard to make it work for me, but I've seen people beat other people with this build. So that's the reflect build, basically the reflect build. Yeah. General core traits. It's just that if you're going for damage, for the core traits, right? Core traits, guys. If you're going for damage, just go for skill attack. If you're going for tank, just go for the general max HP and the crit def. And if you're healer, you know, or if you're like balanced, well, go for brilliance, but I don't really like brilliance that much. All right, but pretty much that's it for our video right now, because the build right now I'm still adjusting to it. But yeah, this is really great build. You get survivability, you get damage, you get def. It's like an all-rounder skill, and of course you get damage from the condemn. You also get damage from the crusade. Not really much you can ask for me there. Also, this is what I use for dungeons as well, guys. You can use it for dungeons if you like. That's it for our video, guys. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoy our video. For the next video, I think we'll be creating a great sword guide, the tanking and the offensive type. So watch out for that video, guys. So thank you for watching. GG's, good luck in Traha Global, and good day, guys.